Welcome back to WoW Training. My name is Eagle Eye, and today I'm going to be talking about the changes to the Marksman Hunter in 6.1. Now, previously I had talked about Focus Gen, especially this level 60 talent, and I need to modify what I was giving as advice before. Before I was telling people to use Dire Beast. And the reason I said use Dire Beast is because it's steady, it's predictable. There's no random chance to it, and it's, you don't have to worry about proccing something automatically. I'm going to change my stance on that, and the reason is this. First of all, Dire Beast does not generate enough focus to make it worth it. If you do some research on it, if you do some testing, you'll find that Dire Beast will produce maybe about 22 to 24 focus. It's all haste based. So as you get more gear, you're going to get more focus gen from it. But of course, at that point, you get more haste, you get more focus gen naturally anyway. So, But it's always, the reason I was going with it was because it's steady and it's predictable and it's part of your just a normal rotation, and you don't have to worry about, random chance affecting things. The thing is, the random chance of Thrill of the Hunt happening is so great anyway, and the focus savings are huge. And one of the reasons I didn't like using Thrill of the Hunt was because I always felt like I had to use all three charges in order to get the most out of it. But if you look into it, like one Dire Beast in 30 seconds gets you about 20 to 25 focus. If you get one Thrill of the Hunt in that 30 seconds, a single aim shot saves you 20 focus. So getting two, if you're going to do two aim shots within 30 seconds and they're both affected by Thrill of the Hunt, well, you've just saved 40 focus, and now Thrill of the Hunt is better than Dire Beast. The other reason is because at the opening of combat, you're going to want to do a rotation that centers around aim shot rather than a Chimera. You're going to want to try and proc Thrill of the Hunt by spending focus, for example, on a Chimera shot, a Glaive Toss. I'm not sure if Murder of Crows will proc Thrill of the Hunt. It is a focus costing attack, so I'm guessing it probably would. But think about this. Aim shot costs 50 focus. Enhanced aim shot means that when you crit, you get 20 of those focus back. So the 50 focus are considered spent, so it actually does cause a 30% chance for Thrill of the Hunt to proc when you cast a regular aim shot. So you get 20 focus back, which means that the aim shot effectively only costs you 30. Now, when you have Careful Aim active at the beginning of a fight, top 80%, you're going to be getting a lot of crits, so you're going to be getting that 20 focus back quite a bit. Also, during rapid fire phases, you're going to be getting that 20 focus back due to enhanced aim shot. Now, Careful Aim was changed in 6.1, and that's one of the big things to note, is that it's no longer a bonus of 60% chance to crit, it's only 50% chance, which means your soft crit cap is now 53% instead of 43%. And as of right now, my crit chance is 33.4. Of course, raid buffed, if we were to do this, it would be 38. So I'm still, I was like within 5% of getting to my soft crit cap. I am now, within 15%. They basically upped the soft crit cap for hunters by 10%. Anyway, point being that Thrill of the Hunt saves you another 20. So enhanced aim shot gets you 20 focus back. Thrill of the Hunt procs save you 20, so that's a savings of 40 focus on your aim shots. Now, it just so happens that the math works out in such a way that the cast time of your aim shot goes from 2.5 seconds on down based on your haste. Your natural focus regen, if you look here, is actually 4, and that's modified up by your haste. So 2.5 times 4 is going to be 10. Or, 4 times 2.5 is 10. And it just so happens that that's a perfectly straight line. As you go up in haste, your speed of your aim shot gets faster, and your focus regen goes up. so such that when your aim shot gets down to a 2-second cast time, because of haste bringing it down by 20%, your focus regen is actually increased by 20% from 4 to 5. So a 2-second aim shot cast, during that time you gain 5 focus per second for a total of 10. So you will always get 10 focus for every aim shot that you cast during the cast time, just the natural focus regen during the cast time. So what this means is that during rapid fire phases, or the top 80% of a boss's health, either of those, you have a really good chance of getting 20 focus back. And with rapid fire, with Thrill of the Hunt procs, you'll save 20 focus, meaning your effective cost of your aim shots is only 10 focus, which you get back during the cast time anyway, no matter what. So it's literally possible for that 15 seconds of rapid fire, or the top 80% of a boss fight anyway, to float your focus at whatever it happens to be, between 70 and 80, between 80 and 90, that kind of thing. Now, if you run out of Thrill of the Hunt procs, that's fine. That's why you have that buffer. That's why you start in the high, 100s, 100 to 110. You want to start your aim shots at least 110, because you have you'll get the 10 before it goes off, so it'll go up to 120. You don't want to waste that focus regen. Anyway, the point is that at the beginning of a fight, Thrill of the Hunt procs are actually a huge deal. Because what you want to do is you want to get those Thrill of the Hunt procs during that rapid fire phase, during that like a heroism at the beginning of a fight, so that you can pack as many aim shots as possible into your rapid fire. Because the 15 seconds doesn't change. The 15 seconds will always be there. What you're trying to do is compress down as many aim shots as possible using haste, and you want to have them cost as little focus as possible during that time, so that you get lots of aim shot crits. So what you're going to do is set up your Thrill of the Hunt by trying to get it to proc by doing everything you can to push it. So what we do is we start off with a Murder of Crows, Chimera Shot, and a Glaive Toss to try and proc Thrill of the Hunt, and then we go from there. Now, I have aim shot automatically macroed in, so it casts rapid fire as soon as I do it. So watch this. Here's what we're going to try and do. We're going to see about getting a burst of DPS in that first 30 seconds or 45 seconds of a fight. So here we go. Okay, I'm going to steady shot my way back up a bit, and maybe do a multi-shot. There's the Thrill of the Hunt. Here's a Chimera Shot. Now watch my focus here. I'm going to pop this and this. Do a Chimera Shot, another aim shot. And what I just did, I shouldn't have done. I should not have tried to do a Glaive Toss, because the actual timing of it is better. Or it's better to use your aim shots at that point. But see, look at my focus now. See, my focus is just kind of floating there. And I'm getting Thrill of the Hunt proc after Thrill of the Hunt proc after Thrill of the Hunt proc. And I'm just going with I'm doing nothing but aim shots right now. And now my focus is down low, and I can do my Chimera. Now, of course, I'd want to weave in my Chimeras every time they're off of cooldown and use up some of that buffer. But that's why you want to start your buffer of focus way up high when you start doing your aim shots. Anyway, using that opening, where you pre-pot, you get a heroism at the beginning of a fight, kind of like on Kargath, for example, is a good example, when people just, heroism at the beginning of a fight. Setting up your DPS so that you're using as little focus as possible during your rapid fires, while your potion's ticking down, while heroism is active, is very, very important to that burst DPS. I have bursted 60k DPS, sometimes a little higher. Most of the time I burst 50 to 60k, somewhere around there. And, it's great, especially at the beginning of a fight when you pre-pot. You save your second pot for the 35% or lower range, like on Butcher. I don't pop my second potion until 30% when he does Time for the Meat Grinder, and that's when Heroism is popped. I try and save my rapid fire for that portion as well. But if I don't get it, then that doesn't really matter. Yeah, go from there. Anyway, the other changes to Marksman Hunters were the Chimera shot damage increased by 30.4%. I don't know why it's not just the flat 30. I don't know what the math is behind that. And that's just a nice little bonus. There's nothing new you need to know there. And then sniper training is now 25% more effective, which means we still don't care about it because it's still our worst possible stat. I mean, seriously, 6%. It was 6% before the patch. It's still 6%. Big freaking deal. So there you have it. That's what I got for you today, and I'll see you next time.